So for investments, 3502, pardon just a second. Moving to chapter 5, this is question number 7 from our textbook. It's a question asking for returns given different proportions of investment and then the standard deviation of the portfolio. So we start with information that we're given as our preamble. At the current time, I wish, but at the current time of this textbook, the T-bill rate or our risk-free rate is 5%. The expected return on the TSX Composite over the next year is given at 9.24% or 0.0924, and the historic standard deviation for our question is also given, excuse me, 17.24% or in decimals 0.1724. Then it sets out the investor is looking at different weights of treasury bills, proportionately changing the weight of the market. And the question asks what's going to be the expected return and the expected standard deviation of this. So it's a very easy process to check out. So as I said, we go from no treasury bills fully in the market, 20% T-bills, 80% market, etc., always totaling to 1. So our methodology is weight of bills times percentage return plus weight of market times percentage return. This would give us the expected return for each scenario. So 0% times 0.05 plus 100% times 0.0924. That's easy enough. That just simplifies to 1 times 0.0924 or 9.24% for our first scenario. Second, get the calculator ready. Second, we're using 20% times 0.05 plus 80% times 0.0924. A little bit trickier, but not too hard. So 0.2 times 0.05 is 0.01. 0.8 times 0.0924 is 739. So 0.0839 or 8.39% for the second. So we continue on in that methodology. The next one is 40% times 0.05 plus 60% times 0.0924. And for simplicity, that's going to give us 0.072754, 60% T-bills plus 40% market is going to give us 6.70%, 80% T-bills, now only 20% in the market, and etc. 20%, again for simplicity, I'm going to shorten this. Fully 100% in T-bills, 0.05 is 0.05, 5%. So that would work out going from 9.24 when we're fully in the market down to 8.39 when we're 80% in the market. Gives us our range of different returns under the scenarios. Okay, that's fine. Next though is standard deviation. standard deviation is very much the same. We remember T-bills have 0 standard deviation because it's a risk-free instrument. It's not expected to change in price. The market, we're told, has 0.1724, 17.24% standard deviation. So all we need to do in this case is market weight times the standard deviation for the market is going to give us a standard deviation for portfolio. So 1 times 0.1724 is 0.1724 standard deviation when it's fully in the market. That's very sensible. Next, 0.08 times 0.1724, 0.8, not 0.08, times 0.1724 is second scenario. So fully in the market, now 80% in the market, 1379, 60% in the market, 40% in the market, %20 in the market, and finally nothing in the market, and of course our standard deviation falls to 0 for that. So very simple, very, very simple. Our return on the market is the sum of the proportions in each potential investment. So 0 T-bills, our return is 9.24%. 0 T-bill standard deviation, our standard deviation is the market. So 1.1724, etc. through the piece. So very easy for question number 7, chapter 5. And it shows us the relationship between risk and return, of course, and volatility for the different investments.